Hi YouTube, this is Daisy Papa 8989 over here, bringing you my latest Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. What I'm bringing you today is my new Ancient Angel deck, which I've been playtesting on Duluth Network, and I've been liking it, so I decided to make the deck as soon as, since the structure deck just came out a bit early at my local Walmart. So let's get to the build. First up, 3 Master Hyperions. Basically, these are the boss monsters of the deck. You special summon by removing from play an Ancient Angel from your hand, graveyard, or field from play to special summon it, and then you can remove from play a Light Fairy from your graveyard to pop a card on the field. And if you have Sanctuary on the field, you can do it twice, which is really good. So even if it gets bottomless, you can still pop a card on the field. Really awesome card, really easy to summon, so you should definitely run 3 if you're definitely running the deck. So next up is 3 the Ancient of Mystery Earth. These are the Stratos of the deck. Allows you to search out for any ancient angel monster from your deck, and if you have Sanctuary on the field, you can search out for Master Hyperion. So basically, if you have Sanctuary, you can search out that, and then remove Earth from play to summon it, and pop a card on the field. So really good card. Definitely have to run 3. Next up are the Ancient of Miracles, Jupiter. These are the these are the 4-star beaters of the deck. You can just remove from play an ancient monster from your graveyard to pump it up to 2600, or pump any other fairy you control to 2600. So helps you get over those Xians, Stardust, or whatnot. And while you have Sanctuary on the field, you can actually discard a Light Fairy monster to special summon one of your Light Fairies from your remove from play pile. So while you have Sanctuary on the field, best thing to do is like remove Venus from play, pump it up, hit, and then main phase 2, pitch one of your fairies from your hand, special Venus back, and go for a synchro summon. So really good card. I'm trying out 2 right now, and so far liking it. Next up is Zerides, Herald of Heaven. These are basically the Gravekeeper's commandments of the deck. Allows you to search out for Necro Valley, not Necro Valley, but the Sanctuary in the Sky. And so basically, you just gotta ditch over your hand to your graveyard to search for the field spell. And it's pretty much a pretty good beater when you have Sanctuary up, but half the dang time, Sanctuary doesn't stay on the field for very long, so you're better off just using these for searchers, not summoning it as a beater, since it gets destroyed if you don't have a Sanctuary. Next up are 2 Mystic Shine Balls. I'm running a mixture of the Venus Turbo and Sanctuary build. I'm running 2 of these, and so far the deck has been testing well. You combine this with Venus, search out. Basically, what you do is summon Earth, search for Venus, protect Earth, and then summon Venus. Activate Venus's effect, get out the Shine Balls, and go for a Synchro Summon of a level 9. It sounds complicated, or it sounds difficult to do, but it's actually quite easy to pull off. So, normally most people would run 3, but to make room for Zerides, I only run 2, and it's working out fine. I'm not hitting as much dead draws with them because of it. Next up are the second boss monster of the deck, Ursula Christia. Basically, this is the anti-meta card of the deck. Prevents both you and your opponent from special summoning, and you can just special summon to the field when you have exactly 4 fairies in the graveyard, and you can recycle one of your fairies in the graveyard back up to your hand. Really good card. Definitely have to run 2. Really, a lot of people are butthurt that Konami to not reprint this card in the structure deck or Gold Series 4. Honestly, I have no idea what the heck Konami was thinking by not doing that. Next up is the Ancient of Creation, Venus. Run this for the Venus Earth Shine Ball combo. Really good card. Next up is Honest. Common sense to run it with the amount of lights that you run in the deck. Effect Veiler. Most people run Orange Herald of Light, but I prefer Effect Veiler because you don't have to ditch. You don't have to ditch any other cards to use its effect. And last but not least is Glandio. I am trying out this card just in place of dualities, one duality, which I'll be getting soon. But from what I've been testing, really good card, can't be destroyed by battle, and it acts as 2 tributes for a fairy type monster. So, really good card. Next up is Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen. This continuous spell card basically allows you to special summon a fairy type monster like a cyber dragon. Really good card. Have no idea why people don't run this. It runs extremely well. Next up is 3 Sanctuary in Disguise. Basically prevents all battle damage to zero while you control a fairy type monster, and these bring out the full effects of all your ancient monsters. So these have been running very well. I have no idea why this people don't run the Sanctuary build a lot. Next up is Cards from the Sky. This is the draw power of the deck. Remove from play a light fairy to draw 2 cards, but you have to skip your battle phase and not special summon. But with the combos that this deck can do, waiting 1 turn is not going to hurt. And this card fuels 1 trap card which I've run, which I'll show you shortly. Next up, 2 Mustees, Common Sense to run it, gets rid of those annoying back rows. Monster Reborn, Giant True or Dark Hole, Common Sense, Book of Moon, awesome card, and last one is Giant True. Common Sense to run these cards, you have to be a complete idiot not to run them. Next up are the traps, 2 Solemn Warnings, Common Sense to run it. Next up is 2 Miraculous Descent. This was a trap card which I was talking about earlier with Cards from the Sky. Basically allows you to special summon a remove from play fairy type monster from your remove from play pile. So this card combos extremely well with Hyperion and Jupiter and Cards from the Sky. So basically, activate Cards from the Sky, remove your Archer Chryssia from play, draw 2 cards, set this. When it's your opponent's turn, they're doing their standby phase, activate this. Basically, they're locked out a lot of moves unless they can get rid of it. So, really good card to run. Next up is 7 Tools the Bandit. Great for getting rid of those annoying trap cards. Really good card. Solemn Judgment, Common Sense to run it. Near Force, Deep Prison, and Bottomless Trap Hole. Bottomless Trap Hole is still a good card. A lot of people say it's dead, but I disagree. Last but not least are the synchros. I'm short on synchros. There's only 13 cards, but honestly, the deck doesn't really need a lot of synchros. Doesn't need even 15 synchros to have to run. So, the last 2 will probably be Steel Storm Roach once that gets released. First up is Catastor, Common Sense to run it. Flambeau Urquiza, really good piercer. Love this card. Piercing wins games. Rhynak, Common Sense to run it. Iron Chain Dragon, just a really good beater, humps, and plus mills your opponent's deck and get rid of potentially unwanted cards that you don't want to deal with. Gaia, really just plain vanilla beater, awesome to have. Ancient Fairy Dragon, great against Gravekeepers and Dragoonies. Black Rose Dragon, there to blow up the field. Scrap Heart Train, another great vanilla beater. Colossal Fighter, really good card. Red Dragon Archtrain, awesome card, especially to get over a wall of defensive monsters your opponents put up. A lot of people don't run him, but I see no reason why not to run him. Really awesome card. Scrap Dragon, Common Sense to run it. Stardust, Common Sense to run it. Trishula, awesome card, especially with the Venus combo. I would run 2, but only have 1. And last but not least, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. Great card to use with Cyber Dragon when your opponent leaves a bunch of machines on the field. So, awesome card to run. And that's the deck, YouTube. So, go ahead and comment about the build. I appreciate some feedback. And comment, rate, and subscribe. And enjoy. And peace out.